Hey, young guys and girls, welcome to the channel. So this one's going to be a little bit different. At the start of the episode, we're going to be finding a place for my running gear out of the HZ Holden, and I'm also going to be doing a little bit of a repair job on the HQ behind me. And sort of thrown in between all of that, I'm also getting this HQ off the trolley, back on a rotisserie and then on its wheels again, and also doing the same thing with my HZ, but just in reverse to that. So yeah. If you stick around to the end, there will be a wheel and tyre reveal for my HZ Holden that I've been building, if you haven't already seen on the channel. And yeah, hope you enjoy it, guys. Cheers. Alright, so I'm going to give that one a little bit of a break because I need to focus on my attention on this one. I've just been doing a little bit of rework on this one. I had to play around with the tub on this side a little bit more because I wasn't really happy with it. And I've got this dog leg here, which had a repair on it many years ago. This car's sort of been on and off over the years, and I'm not really too happy with it. I did that when I was probably, I don't even know how old I was then, but anyway, my work's sort of gotten better as the time's gone on, and I want to fix that one up, and I want to get that one all sorted out before this body comes off the trolley that I've got. So that one can then go on, and I can continue wrecking a classic by tubbing the rear end of that one. So yeah, that's probably won't do a whole lot of filming on this because I've got to do dog legs on this car, which I've already done one video where I've made up this section here. So I got that one, so there'll be full-on videos of actually fitting up that dog leg, and I also got some more rust to do on the other side on this one. So there'll be more dog leg videos later on. Yeah, I just thought I'd show you just a little bit of this one, and yeah. Alright, so I've just given the inside of this dog leg a bit of a scrub back with the metal conditioner. Just etch primed it inside there as much as I could. Obviously weld through on where I'm going to be welding it. So yeah, obviously plug welds around the wheel arch. I ended up putting a little bit on through here just because it's sort of welding onto the edge of the old dog leg there. Anyway, this is the patch that I've fabbed up, so that's him all done. Obviously given that the same treatment because it's new steel. Cleaned it with a metal conditioner. It's the Protec one. I think it's 9719119 is the product number. And he'll go somewhere just like that. Obviously still need to put the wheel arch lip just a little bit more around, but yeah, should be alright. Bit of an improvement over the old one. So that's that one all finished off in metal work. Doesn't look too bad, I don't think. It's come up pretty well for a quick little patch up. Reasonably happy with it all. I reckon I'll probably need to, when I do the final gapping on this car before any filler work, I might need to weld some tabs just along on the edge of this dog leg because from the factory the door kind of overhangs just a little bit in a few spots. And it's a catch-22. If you don't line up your patch panel with the factory dog leg, you're either going to have it out of alignment to the factory dog leg or in alignment with the door, or vice versa. So yeah, it's sort of you just got to get it sort of in the spot where where the panel wants to be, and then make your poles from it later on. Because yeah, as you can see, like this is it's a little bit, I'm not sure if the camera really picks up on that, but the door does stick a little bit proud just up through here, and obviously from about here down is where my patch is. So yeah, it's a little bit shallow just through here, but a little bit of a tab just welded onto that, give it a little bit of a pull, and Bob's your auntie, that'll be fine. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Like I said, just going to slap some etch primer on that one anyway, and yeah, that's this one pretty well ready to come off the trolley. So it's all been happening today. Us boys, we got this one off the trolley that it was on, because obviously I had to have it on the trolley when I did the tub job on it. So yeah, all that's all finished off. We obviously used the rotisserie to get it on and off the trolley. Had to lower the trolley back down, so that's a bit of an effort. Lowering it down off this fella. So yeah, we got them done. Now that's pretty well ready to put a diff and stuff back in it, and it'll have something similar or that same thing on the front of the car that my HZ's on. And yeah, got this one also back in the shed. Yeah, that one's almost ready to go on the trolley, and yeah, have some tubs fitted. Alright, bit of a switch around. So we've got the HQ off that rotisserie, and that's the other end of it. So yeah, got it off the rotisserie, got the diff back in it, got it onto this one right here, which just bolts to your chassis pickup points. That is just because I'm going to put the one that I made up on it from this car onto here, but I just need a way of just being able to move the body around just while I do the bit of the switch around. So yeah, next up, going to move this one into this one spot and this one into that one spot, and then we'll do the switch around of that when so we'll do the switch around of this one right here when this one's in the middle of the shed ready to go onto that rotisserie, so the mate to that one. Yeah, and then obviously the different stuff can come out, and yeah, we'll chuck the HZ onto the trolley. So yeah, bit of a process, just me and the old man doing it today. So yeah, kind of weird seeing this car on the ground, but yeah, there's definitely been some room made under it. That's a 265/50 14, by the way. So yeah, obviously still that's just a standard HQ to HZ diff, but yeah. Busy, busy, busy. So I'm getting ready to pick this one up with the rotisserie, and because it mounts to the bumper bar pickup mounts, I'll show that a little bit later on the rotisserie, but I've just welded in some extra supports just because this car doesn't have the quarter panels welded on, so I thought I'd just beef it up. Obviously the chassis rails run through here, and then your boot floor gets welded to the top of that, so I've just welded in these supports just while we're picking up the car. So yeah, obviously they're not going to be full-time sort of thing. That's just so when we pick up the car, there's no flex between here and here. So yeah, a little bit easier just to weld in a few little braces like that rather than trying to fix a bent car. But yeah, probably just one other thing I'll make a mention of is whenever you do some of these bracing stuff like this, always make sure you can get to your welds that are actually holding it in place. So don't go welding it in a corner like here where you can't get a grinder in easily just to nip those tacks off. because at the end of the day these are only tacked on. They're good solid tacks, but it is just tacked on. And yeah, that'll be fine. Not a drama for them. But yeah, it's another little step closer, and yeah, hopefully we should see this up on the trolley very soon. Well, that's that part down. Just had a bit of a mad dash to get everything back in the shed. So yeah, nothing's really been completed, but the car's on the rotisserie, so that's cool. I'm happy with that. Obviously still got trailing arms and shocks and that sort of crap to take out, but yeah, all the handbrake and stuff's gone. So yeah, it's just the stuff that's just under there for now. But yeah, pretty happy with all that. Not sure I've mentioned, but this car is not staying on rotisserie. It's going to go on the trolley that the black HQ was on. So yeah, this is just sort of a stepping stone between the two, and just a way that I can lift the body up high enough to get it onto the trolley, because obviously I don't have a hoist in here. So yeah, yeah, really not much else to say. Just yeah, I've got this rotisserie setup's not ideal. The front is actually too low, so ideally I really need this bar sort of in the middle, in line with the rear bumper bar bracket. But at the moment I've just got it lifting from there's a little hole in through here which you can slide up a 1/4 inch socket through your chassis, which helps with just your chassis alignment. Probably the easiest way of explaining it, but yes. And then at the rear it's got this, which I made way too long many years ago. So yeah, that just bolts straight to your to where your bumper bar goes. As you can see, got my braces in. Sorry, that's what's holding them. So just some flat plate bolts and washers. Very simple. Like I said, I'm going to change this later on, so I'm going to make this shorter. So I'll get rid of all of that, and then I'll just start again basically. So yes, and yeah, everything still opens and shuts just fine, so no body flex or anything, so very happy about that. Kind of thought that was going to be the case, but yeah. Anyway, that'll probably wrap us up for this bit. Obviously still got to do a little bit more work to get it on the trolley, and then the big reveal. Here is the HZ Holden all mounted onto the trolley that I've made up. That's the one that this car was on earlier. But yeah, obviously I didn't do a whole lot of filming, just getting the car up on here, because it's a little bit of a muck around process just trying to get it up here. But yeah, it all kind of went sort of semi-smoothly. Yeah, there's not really much to say about that. I did notice there's a few other things that I sort of didn't account for with this one. These HZs, they don't have the little nuts that go inside here. So yeah, because obviously the later HZs don't use that one, so they're just sitting there. And this body was also never fitted with a tow bar, which is also another telltale sign for that, is it doesn't have passenger side mirror, because only cars that watch from tow bars come with them, factory fitted of course. But yeah, this car never had one, so I ended up just welding on a couple of plates just on the side here, so the car can't slide sideways. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Obviously the front's just bolted down. That's through the chassis mounts. So yeah, just like that. Obviously that's a proper bolt. So that holds your chassis to the body. That's why I've got these spacers, because obviously they have a blind bit on them. But yeah, it's all up there, and yeah, pretty happy with all of that. Obviously still got to find a place for all this sort of gear, but that's fine. Yeah, everything's sort of doing what it's supposed to do up here, so that's very good. Yeah, I can just about start disassembling it under here, and obviously got to take these off, the chassis rails, that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's we'll do that for another video, because obviously I'm going to be filming the whole process of the tub job for this car. But yeah, the only thing I probably won't film is taking these braces out, because yeah, that's pretty boring. But anyway, enough rambling, because that's all I'm doing. We'll get straight into the wheel and tyre reveal. Alright, so the part that you've all been waiting for. Obviously, these are pretty damn wide for a street tyre. Again, this car is just going to be mini tubbed with notched chassis rails, so I can't obviously go like humongous, but these are, I think, really pushing the limits. Obviously, I'm going to do away with the factory tub, so I'm going to gain a little bit more room there. But yeah, anyway, if you can't read that, that is a 325/50 15. It's a Nitto. They are a, what does that say? NT 555 R2. So that is the style of the tyre. And yeah, convos. That is the wheel I've chosen for this car. So here's a little bit of a closer look at the wheels and the tyres that I've got fitted. These are just they're a 10-inch rim with 4.5-inch backspace. I did want the 3.5-inch backspace, but they don't make that backspace in this style of wheel. 4.5 is as deep as you can get. Same with the multi-stud fitment. You can't actually buy these just in the HQ stud pattern. So yeah, that's HQ and Ford and Chrysler all in the same. But yeah, anyway, that's obviously that's the tyre that's fitted. Yes. It's they should. I've sat them up against the car when the car is on the ground. I might throw a little bit of a photo in, probably just in one of the corners. But yeah, I think they look really good. I think they'll look absolutely killer on this car. All right, so that's a wrap up for this one, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you like the style of the wheels and tyres that I've picked. If you don't, I don't really care. It's my car at the end of the day. I'll do whatever I want with it. So yeah, saying that, without sounding too much like an arrogant prick, if you really like the channel, consider subscribing, all right? That'd be really cool if you did. Every single person that subscribes, you're really cool. Love it. It's great. Big thumbs up to the people who hit the thumbs up on the channel as well, or on the videos. Yeah, that can probably do us for this one. So yeah, see you next week. Cheers. Good. Good, 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 good. Good. Get off.